Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television GPTV. I'm Brett. In my hands is Kaiju Number 8 B-Side Volume 1. Stories by Naoya, Matsumoto, and Keiji. Ando. Art by Kentaro Hidano. Translation is David Evelyn. The Shonen Jump chapter lettering is Brandon Bovia. Graphic novel touch-up lettering is Kyla Aiko Smith. Designed by Jimmy Pressler. Edited by Arian Brown. Alright, so this is a spin-off of Kaiju Number 8. Now, for those who've watched our channel, you know I really like Kaiju Number 8. So the basic story of Kaiju Number 8 is that there is giant kaiju attacking, it seems the world, but particularly this focuses on Japan. There's a Japan defense force. There's this guy named Kafka who joins the defense force who's really bad. Old, kind of not really in shape, but what they don't know is that Kafka's been infected by the kaiju and is able to turn into a kaiju himself. Eventually this gets revealed. He winds up kind of joining the defense force as this kaiju. We're currently in this like new phase of the storytelling where there's this massive invasion attack by the kaiju, and each volume is kind of focusing on one in particular of like the leaders of this defense force. Well, the B-side, Volume 1, does that and spins it off a little bit more. That really focuses on specific characters in this. In this one, the first two volumes, it's Hoshina, who's a lot about that backstory. And Hoshina is kind of joining the force and people looking down on Hoshina. So Hoshina's big thing is sword mastery. So in a world of big giant guns and crazy weapons and stuff like that, like swords, you don't think would be all that helpful. But we kind of see a lot of the background of Hoshina, like not just the doubt within himself, but also what everyone is kind of telling him of, like, you know, go pick up a gun. Having a sword is not really worthwhile at this point. Like, you need to go and get beyond this. It's interesting and I think fascinating in like the self-doubt kind of aspect of things. I think it does a really job of adding a lot of depth to the character that we haven't seen in Kaiju Number 8. Like, the little bit we've seen, we get a good sense of like a hell of a swordsman, but here we see his father kind of like beating him down a little bit. We get to see how he's joined 3rd Division. We get to see other characters kind of from this perspective, including Kafka. So this has a little bit of overlap of the main Kaiju Number 8 storyline. And it's I think a really kind of cool way to expand the characters and add a little bit of more history and aspects to them without taking away from the main volume. So it really comes down to it, like, it's enjoyable by itself. Like, it's absolutely enjoyable. But if you are into Kaiju Number 8, this is a really must-have in that it expands the worlds, it expands the characters, and really, like, I think does a great job of you know, giving us a spin-off that doesn't just feel like it's kind of a riff on the original. Instead, it puts us in that world, but also expands on the characters. Like, it really adds depth to the main story and a lot of the main characters in the story. So I'm looking forward to it. So, you know, I'm hoping that every volume that comes out like this pulls this sort of thing off. The art is, I think, solid. There's some good action. There's you know, it's good. Like, it's just really good. I think it adds to the world of Kaiju Number 8 and adds to the characters, and, you know, it's not maybe as good as the main story, but for me, it's a solid read. So check it out. Like, I think if you're a fan of Kaiju Number 8, it's almost a must-get. So this is out in shops. You can go get this. We got a link beneath this video. Put in your zip code. It'll tell the comic shops near you. No shop, no problem. We have some links where you can purchase your own. There'll be affiliate links, so we do get a small percentage, and by doing that, you help support our site. So thanks for that. And of course, I want to thank VIZ Media for hooking us up with this review copy, and of course, thank you all for watching. If you are into manga, if you're into comics, check us out every day at graphicpolicy.com. Of course, you can find us on Facebook, on TikTok, on Mastodon, Threads, Blue Sky, all that stuff, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. So until next time, keep reading those comics and keep it geeky.
Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.